Hello, guys. Hello, everyone. Can anyone tell me what's the role of the Secretary of the United Nations, Antònio Guterres? Because since he arrived there, no one has heard from him. He's just silent when it comes to be vocal against wars, instabilities across the globe. The guy doesn't seem to understand something, and there is a lack of personality and leadership and charisma. I don't understand what the guy is doing there. And now, and talking about my country, Cameroon, there is a war which is still raging there, the so-called Anglophone crisis, and it started as a crisis, but got transformed into a war. And we have not heard from the Secretary of the United Nations. But what came out yesterday is that there are some representatives of the United Nations who arrive in Cameroon to meet the Biya regime. We are talking about a dictatorship. We are talking about a regime which has been in power for more than 4 decades. And you still have representatives of the United Nations meeting them. And I don't understand what's going on, guys. And Professor Kamto came up to criticize this posture because this is the best way to endorse a dictatorship and with a lot of consequences that we know. The war has created a lot of casualties, and Mr. Biya does not seem to stop that war. He doesn't care about the consequences of his actions. There is a lot of poverty now, a lot of unemployment taking place in Cameroon. No one cares about Cameroonians right now. And instead of meeting with the civil society and with political parties to address the upcoming presidential elections, he sent his guys in Cameroon just to meet the Biya regime. I don't understand what's going on. And Professor Kamto called them out to ask them what are they doing in Cameroon if it's not to support the Biya regime. We cannot accept that. And they have to know that time has changed. Our nationalists got killed just through this kind of process at the time, because at the time it was not called United Nations, but the way they operate is just the same. But it has to be clear, guys, that time has changed and that we can no longer accept the Biya regime to stay in power and to keep doing what they are doing, sacrificing the lives of Cameroonians, destroying, dismantling the economy, plunging the economy, and creating chaos and turmoil. There is a lot of chaos in Cameroon as I speak. And the terrorism is in the far north of Cameroon. In the meantime, the Biya regime has caused and implemented a fratricidal war in the northern and southern regions of, our Cameroon, of my country. He does not intend to stop that war because he doesn't want to lose in an inch of his power. They have to know that we have already made our decision. Yeah, it has to be clear. Professor Kamto will be the next president of Cameroon. No one can change that. So I don't know what they are doing. I don't know what kind of agenda they have. We don't care about that. Professor Kamto is determined, and we are all behind him, supporting him. He will be our next president. It needs to be clear. So all those guys who are doing what they are doing now against the interests of Cameroonians, because we all know that every time that the United Nations comes in, it's not to help people. When you have that organism acting that way, it's not to help the people. It's just to create instability. It's to create chaos. They are not there to help countries to move on, to move forward. They are there to support a regime, a, a, a regime which has been doing everything it can to destroy lives of Cameroonians. We can't accept that. It's over. And they should know better. Time has changed completely, guys. So I don't know what they are doing. Posomos Kamto call them out, and they should explain. They should be able to tell us they came in Cameroon to do. What are they doing? The situation is tragic. People are displaced internally, externally. We are talking about 1 million of displaced people since the war started in the northern and southern regions of Cameroon. And few of them are in Nigeria. We are talking about children who have not been able to go to school. So now they are doing bad things in the society. They are delinquents. They are involved in crimes, in drug dealings. This is unacceptable. If the United Nations want to keep promoting this kind of actions, for us is unacceptable. So whatever agreements they are implementing in Cameroon with the Biya regime will never be implemented. They are not going to succeed because of the way, they will, Cameroonians will oppose them. It has to be clear for everyone, guys. Cameroonians have been suffering for more than 4 decades, and those guys have not been vocal about the dictatorship. As I speak, there are so many people in prison. They, they got arrested and jailed for no reasons. It's not possible for a political party in Cameroon to demonstrate. It's not possible. It's not possible to protest. When you do that, you get arrested. And the situation is becoming tragic for everyone. Unemployment, lack of education, terrorism, instability, many accidents every day. Things are getting tight. The middle class has been crushed over these years. So it's becoming tough for everyone. There's no time for these guys to do what they are doing, to try to divert from the real topic. There's no time for that kind of distraction because they are not going to succeed. Whatever the agenda it is, they are not going to succeed because we are observing them very carefully and we will act accordingly. So they should know better. And Posomos Kamto counts only on Cameroonians to arrive in power. So guys, I invite all of us to register on electoral list, to vote massively for Posomos Kamto, and to be ready to defend our votes. This is exactly what we should be doing. There's no time for crying, whining. This is a time for actions, guys. Because now you see, 2 months ago we were talking about Germany. We are not talking about Germany, but it's an institution in Germany which is involved in the process of our elections. Then Cameroonians try to address that issue and try to protest before the German institution, the German parliament, and to address that problem. And now you see the United Nations, because we know that geostrategically, Cameroon is one of the most important countries in the world. So we know, mostly in Africa, that we know that they are there for the interest, they still want to keep taking our resources, plundering our resources. We know the reason why they are in Cameroon doing what they are doing. Look at the presence of the United Nations in Congo, since they've been there, the, 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 the since they've been there, the chaos has been multiplied by 4, by 5. So their presence does not change anything. Instead, their presence has worsened the situation in Congo, with millions of people dead every day. And the guy does not even seem to see what's going on. The Antònio Guterres, he's not doing anything. He's just there. We don't know what he's doing. Ah, my gosh. Okay, guys, share this video with your friends and subscribe. Bye bye.